Before I start today's broadcast, Nigeria cannot afford another Ebola outbreak. I repeat, Nigeria cannot afford another Ebola outbreak. The federal government needs to protect our borders. Let us know those that are going in and coming out. We should tighten security at our borders. We cannot afford to experience what we experienced under Jonathan. We cannot afford to lose our doctors and also Nigerians to Ebola. The way Nigeria is today, economically, we cannot stand Ebola outbreak because going to the hospital is expensive. I repeat, the government needs to step up. The Federal Ministry of Health also needs to be on alert. Our hospitals should be equipped and ready for any form of outbreak because with the situation of Nigeria today, if there's an Ebola outbreak, how many people can afford the hospitals? How many people can afford whatever care they need if eventually Nigerians catch this Ebola? So let it remain in Congo. Anybody coming from Congo, they should look at that person very well. Take that person, do checkup before the person enter Nigeria. Because if we have this Ebola outbreak in Nigeria, my brother, now only God in heaven will help us. Now let's look at the politics for today. Police summon ex-Kaduna Governor Rufai and others for disturbance of peace and inciting people against the government. Police summon Rufai and others because of incitement. Now, like I said, Tinubu as a president, if you are going to tackle Tinubu as a president, you should check yourself very well. You should know the kind of person you are facing. I have said it before that if Obi and Atiku, if you want to win an election against Tinubu, you need to go and chop winch. Tinubu has a backing as president of Nigeria. And whatever you're going to do, you need to make sure that you must be resolute to do that thing. You see, Rufai now is going through persecution. After he lost out during the last election, the by-elections, ADC was having a meeting in Kaduna State. Thugs came in and disrupted the meeting. Rufai made statement. After he made statement, okay, let's look at the report. After he made statement, then police is now inviting somebody where they attack. Police, they invite person where they attack. Where hoodlums attack them for meeting. Police invite Rufai, ADC leaders over alleged conspiracy and incitement. Mind you, the governor of Kaduna State, him and Rufai, they be friend. But because of politics, they don't become enemies. Like I said, politicians is all about their interests. Today, they will be laughing with you. Tomorrow, because of power, they can change them for you. So anybody putting their mind on politicians, my brother, you are a lost. You're an Arsenal fan. You're a gunner. Let's move on. The Kaduna State Police Command has summoned former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, alongside 6 prominent leaders of the African Democratic Congress for questioning over allegations of criminal conspiracy. Criminal, English, criminal conspiracy, incitement of public disturbance, mischief, and causing grievous hurt. Now you be ADC, they do meeting for your own. Now some elements send thugs, may they come attack you. Then because of as they attack you, you come make statement saying the government is this and that. And because of that, the police, we never hear when police catch the thugs. Mind you, the police were there when the thugs were doing what they are doing. Police no invite thugs, though. The people will come attack you. The people where they attack, now they come they invite. In a letter by the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the Criminal Investigation Department, CID Uzainu Abdullahi, the command directed the ADC chairman in the state to ensure the appearance of El-Rufai and the other party members at the State Criminal Investigation Department on September 8, 2025. That is today. I believe today is 8. No, I don't think. That is next week. Yes, not today, next week. Now he said, those listed in the invitation include Bashir Saidu, Jafar Ustani, Ubaidullah Mohammed, and also Nasiru Maikano, Aminu Abita, Ahmed Rufai Husseini, All of them. The police letter entitled Investigation Activities, Case of Criminal Conspiracy. I want me to hear them. Case of inciting disturbance of public peace, mischief, and causing grievous hurt, explained that the invitation was to enable the suspect to clarify allegations made against them by certain complainants. Now, the letter was not posted so that we can read the content of the letter, what they actually said, that led to this criminal conspiracy inciting disturbance of public peace. But I know that Rufai made a statement. Let's look at the statement Rufai made. Kaduna police is violating the constitution. Kaduna police is violating it. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Rufai has accused the State Commissioner of Police of violating the constitution. That is after he learned that the police is asking for him. Let's look at what he said. Okay? Rufai condemned the action by the state police. Addressing a press conference in his private residence in Kaduna, the former governor said the commissioner knows what he is doing, and that thing he is doing violates the constitution. Now, he waved a piece of paper claiming it was a court order, but it was never served. Even if such an order exists, it must be legally delivered before it can take effect. That has not happened. This is a dangerous descent into lawlessness. We want to see that injunction, we want to know the grounds, and we will contest them in court. This is not the end. Further steps will follow. I don't know what Rufai is trying to do, but whatever English he speak, so far saying at Tinubu, look at Tinubu, how Tinubu humble Fubara. Now Fubara has been put inside incubator. They don't wash and wash and wash and wash and wash. It don't become PA to Wike. Now he is now qualified to become a puppet so that they can bring him back to River State. So very soon, Fubara will be coming back to River State. Wike don't take over the assembly structure, the local government structure. There's nothing Fubara can do. Fubara is just a figurehead. So if such a Tinubu can assist Wike in doing such, who is Rufai? All this BB grammar is speaking. Like I said, there's no rule of law. So you knowing that there's no rule of law, what are you fighting for again? What are you fighting for? He was a governor of Kaduna State. And we knew what happened, how he became an emperor. Nobody's going to pity Rufai. Rufai brought in this government. Now him bring the government. Now he say, Muslim ticket, your interest. And it's all about interest. Whenever they asked him a question, and why is it that you elevated Northern Kaduna above Southern Kaduna? He said, Southern Kaduna, they are the minority. Okay. Tinubu now get political power. If you are calling lawlessness, now you be Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, you want to disobey. So they're not born Rufai where may go that place on Monday. I believe it's on Monday. They're not born and where. All of you brought in lawlessness. All of you built a lawless society. You thought that you are always going to be at the helm of affairs to perpetuate lawlessness. I thought that I'm the poster boy in this Tinubu's victory and administration. And we are this, we are this, we are that. He never knew that things could turn left. That's why I'm saying the president Gongon Tinubu, whatever he's doing, he should be very careful with restructuring Nigeria so that the Yorubas and the Southwesterners will not be at the receiving end. Forget the mouth you are making. Nobody has monopoly of impunity in Nigeria. The only way I can respect Tinubu if Tinubu do third term, then I can say, Moti Babe, I don't agree for this man. Only if Tinubu does third term. But if he does his 8 years and he does not do fundamental changes to restructuring Nigeria, my brother, whatever anybody sees, let them collect. Because as it stands now, with the way it happened to Rufai can't get opportunity, enter power. Or he belongs to a government that sees power. What do you think that these people will do? Politics, there's no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but permanent interest. And an average Northerner, especially a Fulani Northerner, he sees you as a second class person. So when a Fulani Northerner seizes power, Even though he's going to agree with you, he's going to put you second place. So the government of the day, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has an opportunity, because if Bola Ahmed Tinubu spend 8 years, he don't live in life. Wetin he want live again? After 8 years, now he don't old. Wetin else you want again? Look at Babangida. They just did their like vegetable. Obasanjo, in don't wish. Most of these guys, they are just vegetable. They wish that they have strength, but it's over for them. Look at the way Tinubu is dealing with northern Nigeria. All these guys, they cannot do anything because they're not vegetable them be. All these cabals, Absalam, they cannot do anything. If it were when they were young and vibrant and active, they would challenge Tinubu up and down. But very soon, Tinubu will spend 8 years. Add 8 years to his age. I'm not talking about football age, real age. You know how old Tinubu will be by 2031. Let's say after 2021, add more 4 years. You know how old he will be. Then, if the country is not restructured for the betterment of the people in southern Nigeria and other parts of the country that wants a better Nigeria, my brother, when these people actually seize power, you see US is losing the battle globally. US is losing the battle economically. It just take like, let's say, 25 to 30 years for US to lose their position as the most powerful country in the world. So the US, they are planning on how they can look at economies they can strangle and put among themselves, let them be bigger. You see Nigeria is a potential country that the establishment, which is the US, the UK, and all these European countries that don't want to leave Africa, they want to join Africa, use Africa, and work themselves up to become bigger and bigger than China, India, North Korea, Brazil, and all of you. Even South Africa. Because now them be BRICS. China, Russia, na big problem to US. So you see, African countries, they will make sure that the muzzle African countries, no matter whatever they can get from you, they add it to themselves. So this one that we are not restructuring the countries, now we can become an independent society. An independent society. Look at what is happening in South Africa today. Every now and then, South Africa will be attacking fellow blacks, call them illegal migrants, illegal this, illegal that. You go to somebody's shop, you are saying the person is illegal. The person give you a document showing that he's legal. You'll be asking the person, why are you using our hospitals? You're a foreigner. You see that mentality. Now they want to create Cape Town out of South Africa. Africans are supporting the Cape Town. The blacks there. Things are happening. So in Nigeria today, as we speak, with all these persecutions that northern politicians are going through, let the president know that he has little time, 8 years. Because looking at it like this, since Atiku say he want to run for ADC, nobody they talk about ADC again. ADC don't fade. It is only because P2B was part of the mix. That's why people were talking about ADC. But since Atiku said, I mean, na ADC, and everybody knows that as he has said so, they know that the structure around ADC is built on Atiku. So nobody's talking about ADC anymore. So it is sure that we must have a Southern president 2027. It is not Atiku. It is what I'm saying. I can vividly say it. Atiku does not have the clout. There's no PDP structure. It's only an ADC. Who is going to fund the ADC? ADC, which governor then get? Most of the people in the PDP that said that we join APC, but we still remain in PDP, most of the governors there, nobody is supporting the ADC. It is only disgruntled politicians that are front and back. You see Rufai now. Rufai don't change mouth. Rufai is stylishly attacking the ADC. They say P2B won't run one term. Nobody can run one term. This and that. Who is going to fund the ADC? So, northern politician, the only people that have the clout to push Tinubu out is the coalition, which is the ADC. I hope the coalition does not scatter by the end of this year, because P2B has not told us his stand, whether he has left the coalition, or Elf has not told us whether he has left the coalition. I don't know what is going on the ground that they are doing. I don't know how it is going to be. But the main thing here is that A Southern presidency is it. With what is happening today, we know that Tinubu will make sure that if the ADC come out today, if this Northern has come out today, we will make sure that he deal with them. He deal with them very well. He must become president by all means, according to his own belief. 8 years. If possible, Tinubu may become a lifetime. You know, one thing about Nigerians, you don't understand the world these your politicians live in. Look at Obasanjo. He wanted to go for third term. Look at African countries. Look at the Cameroonian president. Look at Biya. Look at how many times he's in power. So those one in Cameroon would think it's not possible. We have a constitution now. We have a democracy. We are doing democracy now. It's not possible that he will be president for life now. But you see, is it Liberia or Sierra Leone? I think is it Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast? Ivory Coast. Look at the president. Look at how they want to stay for life. So it's possible, because you don't know how these guys think. I'm telling you, restructuring is what we need. If we don't get it, my brother, there's a big problem we are facing in Nigeria today. So Rufai and co, I know Rufai is waiting patiently for 2031. I know that Rufai has already given up on whether he's going to be president or not, because in Oga, Atiku don't enter the ring. And like I said, Atiku now, if he doesn't become president by 2027, he don't finish with Atiku. No matter what Atiku won't do, they go stop him. Him people for Northern Nigeria go tell him, say, go relax. Atiku, I don't know what is wrong with Atiku. Anyway, enter, we just spoil the show. I'm telling you. Because as it is now, Southern president is it. Now let's look at other reports. Today, Northern Nigeria has come together and they are saying that they will be waiting, irrespective of what Atiku is doing, they'll be waiting for 2031. And they'll be waiting to checkmate the Southwest, the SSs of the Southwest. They know and they believe that after 8 years, it will be no more from Southern Nigeria. They have given up on Tinubu. Whatever Tinubu wants to do to us, let him do to us. We'll patiently wait. So they are putting structures in place to make sure that when they hold on to power, no Southwesterner will hold on to that power anymore. I'm telling you, no Southwesterner will have an access to that power anymore. See, meetings and meetings are going on. They have seen that a lot of things, the northern part of Nigeria is becoming weak. Politicians are not relevant anymore. Nobody is even making sense to Nigerians anymore. They are seeing the tricks. They are seeing the handwriting on the wall. They're looking at the plans Tinubu is putting in place to make sure that by all means that 2027 election will be won by Tinubu. And let me tell you, see, there's so many things that can happen under Tinubu second term. So many things that can happen. Tinubu and his boys would so much insert themselves in Nigeria's economy, in Nigeria's judiciary, in Nigeria's political system, in Nigeria's everywhere in Nigeria. They will so much insert themselves that for a northerner to come in, it will be very hard for Tinubu, for them to, just like Dangote, no matter how high-handed Tinubu is, removing Dangote is a big deal. Even though Nnamdi Kanu becomes president of Nigeria, doing away with Dangote is a big deal. It will be difficult for you. It will take a very long time. That is why at the end of the day, they become friends, then settle, they allow Dangote to do thing. Because the guy don't hold Nigeria. The economy of Lagos, the guy don't hold down ransom to an extent. An individual having so much influence in the economy of Lagos and the economy of Nigeria. So the Tinubu group, they will be inserting themselves in the economy. They will put their people up and down. They will start companies. Within 8 years, they have that target to create opportunities for the Yoruba people in Nigeria and in the system. They will do so. They don't care whether you are calling them bigots or nepotistic. You can see the Nikon, yes, that woman for diaspora, the diaspora woman, Abike Dabiri. You can see the allegations on her saying that she's been a tribalist, a bigot, and she doesn't care. She will make laugh. She will laugh off. She will just overlook it. Now, this Tinubu administration, they don't care whether they call them tribalists. I'm telling you. PPRO that is working with the IGP. I think it's Muyiwa has been transferred to Delta State as deputy commissioner. Although that one is an elevated post. So who are they going to put again? Yoruba person. First Yoruba, third Yoruba. How many ethnicities do you have in Nigeria? If you are looking at federal character, that should be. Because if you are fighting for southern presidency, the government of Tinubu should be able to understand that there are other tribes and they also need that prominence. But if he fails to unite these tribes, we don't care. If he wants to put Yorubas everywhere, we don't care. He should just restructure Nigeria so that everybody will have their own home to attend to, their communities and regions to attend to and build. Because the system, the center cannot no longer hold. Nigeria is no longer at ease. Is it according to Chino Achebe? So whether he wants to balance southern Nigeria appointment under his regime doesn't matter. But the only thing I can assure him is that if he fails to structure the country and northern Nigeria takes over power, the south and the southeast, most of the politicians will gladly align with north against the southwest. Because they will have a reason to do so. Because when Tinubu was president, how many people he appoints? What's the proportion of appointments? Now, because Lagos is big, you cannot make other places bigger. Then you want to make Lagos big and other places just stay where they are. Look at the appointment, nepotistic. Look at the projects. Okay, Lagos is no man's land, but it's Yoruba land, sha. I don't believe Lagos is no man's land, though. It's Yoruba land. So if he does not destroy the country whereby everybody will be facing their father's land, the southwest and the southeast will have no option that to align with northern Nigeria against the southwest. And northern Nigeria, they are planning to make sure that no southwesterner rise up again in the next 20 to 30 years as Nigeria's president. Because everything done under Tinubu will be remembered. That is how politics works. It is not me that invented it. That is how it works. They will remember what was done by Tinubu and also Buhari. But the next person that is going to take over, I don't know what it is he's going to do. But this is likely what is going to happen. You see, at this point in time, like I said about the Ebola, the Nigerian government should take medicine don't cost, so hospital don't cost, so no money to go hospital. And may God help Nigerians.